Tom Tugendhat.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. I'm delighted to speak in this debate and to speak in favour of new Clause 17, which is down in my name, and I'm delighted that many members on all sides of the House have expressed their support for it. I'm not going to move it this evening because I'm lucky to have had conversations with the Lord Chancellor, who I'm delighted to see in his place this evening, about the nature of this particular crime. Now, this crime is, I would argue, almost unique in that it is a complete betrayal. It is a complete betrayal because it's not just by a person, but by the parent of a child at its most vulnerable stage. This is a complete betrayal because it's a failure, yes, of those parents, but actually of our entire society in protecting the most vulnerable. It is a complete betrayal because it has allowed a crime to continue when it should have stopped days, and in this case, days are lifetimes, but days before. I'm talking, of course, about the terrible abuse of children like Tony Hudgell, who, like Tony, are in the early stages of life, not able to give evidence to a court because they're in their 40th day, 50th day of life. They couldn't possibly stand up at a court and give testimony. They couldn't possibly point the finger at their accuser. So they find themselves in the invidious position of not being able to get the full weight of the law brought against their aggressor because they're too young, too innocent, too silent to be able to bring that action. Now, the Lord Chancellor has spoken to me privately, and I hope he won't mind me raising this publicly, about how we share the same horror at these crimes and these offences. But at the moment, the law doesn't allow the same sentencing. And I would only ask the Lord Chancellor, as he looks through in the next few months, before it comes to the Lord stage, and I hope the change that we all hope will come, that he will look at this law and he will realise that there is a small lacuna, there is a small gap here in which the sentencing could be corrected, not with a complete redrafting of the law, but with a small swish of his pen as his quill hits the vellum to change these sentences, to match them appropriately to the crimes that would have reached the same sentence had the child been able to point the finger and to identify the criminal.